fescues are making a comeback.
Fescues are really sort of a specialist pasture, but one that's obviously going to tolerate drought, going to tolerate much better the grass scrub and some of the real problems that we have. But it's, again, requires specialist conditions to plant it. So needs a fine firm seed bed, can be planted quite successfully in the spring, you know, the main thing with fescue is it will be slower establishing than ryegrass. So you've just got to be prepared to sort of ease back on it a little bit rather than rush straight into it.
Because we're looking at carving and lambing lumen.
Yep. And yes, and well, carving's probably underway now. In terms of lambing, I think certainly in Canterbury, the lambing percentages have been pretty good, the scanning percentages. In some parts of the lower North Island, the facial eczema's had an effect and lowered lambing percentage potentially by 10-20%. So whatever you get on the ground, for goodness sake, you've got to feed it and you've got to finish it, because while product prices are not looking to have a lot of upside necessarily, they're going to be reasonably stable. So you've got to maximise what you've got and turn, you know, that lamb into a jolly good finished product. A lot of people going into lucerne. We're seeing a lot of inquiry for lucerne. In fact, it's interesting in the statistics, Rob, that we do within the industry now some annual statistics in terms of how much seed of different categories is sold. And in the case of lucerne, I think in the last 3 to 4 years, we've almost seen a doubling of the amount of lucerne seed that's sold on an annual basis. So a lot of interest, people obviously using it as a pure swarter and a component of a pasture, and really that's what they should be focusing on. And lucerne seed supply is okay, so there's reasonably good seed supply. We've certainly got available Force 4, which is the number one lucerne that has been sold in the last 5 years. So there is good supply. So farmers just need to plan, and you know, don't rush this, because it is quite an expensive crop to establish, but it will last 10 years, you know. You're looking at it long term.
And it's gold if you're wanting to make those small bales, very briefly.
Small bales, useful for silage, useful also as a finishing feed. So it's got a lot of versatility around it.